Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Branch here of Memphis Wire on SportsView360.com. In today's video, I just want to go ahead and recap today's matchup between the Memphis Tigers and the Navy Midshipmen. Tigers lose their first game of the season, fall to 3-1 on the season, losing by a score of 56-44 against the Navy Midshipmen. Navy remains undefeated. And with this win, they've positioned themselves to, seriously make some noise in the AAC as we get into in conference play. Especially with this victory over the Memphis Tigers today. To me, I had not for my score prediction. Yesterday on the Sports View 360 website. I thought the Tigers would win this game. My score was 38-17. I know Navy had did some great things during the first two games of the season. Some nice statistics out there. I believe they're like a top 10 rushing team, a top scoring team as well. Pretty good inside the red zone. But I took into consideration, I thought about who they did that against, and I felt as though that was going to happen against Memphis. But apparently it did. Their quarterback, Blake Horvat, made me think there was Malcolm Perry out there. He was they have added, a passing element to that offense now. It's not just about the triple option, which can be difficult to defend sometimes when you don't have the right personnel or a void of talent on defense sometimes. It could be a very difficult scheme to defend. And Blake Horvat had went off on the Tigers today, no question about it. Ran for over 200 yards, 211 yards in this game. I believe he had two touchdowns on the ground, two through the air. Just four touchdowns on the ground, 211 yards on rushing on 12 carries, four touchdowns, two touchdown passes to the air, was 9 and 12, 192 yards. So he just had a phenomenal day against Memphis, man. Every time Memphis would try to get back into this game, Blake Horvat and that offense countered every time for the most part. And Memphis had to set up an onside kick to keep that ball away from that high-powered offense. But we all know what happened. Hennigan got the ball back. Memphis got the ball back. Driving down there to deep into Navy Midshipmen territory, but Hennigan turned it over. Navy got it back, ran in for a touchdown. But shouts out to Blake Horvat, the Navy team. This is pretty much last year. If you recall how the game went last year at the Liberty Bowl, it was a close contest that they almost came in and beat Memphis. This year they got it done. And with that being said, the playoff hopes took a serious blow today for Memphis. It really did. And there's a lot that's been going on in these last couple of hours, these last couple of days. With realignment, Memphis apparently being the front runner, the team the program in the group of five that holds all the cards, to going into possibly the Pac-12. You had that going on. You had the win over Florida State that occurred last week that pretty much put you in the national spotlight. And I just, a lot of people were saying that they were celebrating that win a little too much. Might be a little distracted. Could have been setting themselves up for a letdown, maybe. But Memphis fought in this game, man. They fought back in this game, man. I know Hennigan was a little off today with his timing, with his passes, couple of bad decisions, but they fought hard to get back in this football game. And you really can't, give an excuse on why they lost this game because they had the opportunities. The onside kick. I thought they was gonna call it back due to a apparently a targeting call, but they kept it. Memphis kept the ball, driving down there. Hennigan turned it over. You know, you had him. You had him on the ropes. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. But Memphis has to go back to the drawing board. They have to go back to you know, this matchup. They have to not this matchup, but they have to get refocus. You know, because it could possibly get harder than this after Middle Tennessee State, because you go on the road to South Florida, who looks like a pretty good team. You play UTSA. You know, Tulane. You got Tulane on Thanksgiving Day. So a lot of tough games left on your schedule that could possibly derail this season for you. Um, Playoff hopes, they took a serious dive today, but they're not out of the woods yet. But it's gonna be difficult to get back into the good graces of the CFP. You know, because James Madison today dropped 70 on North Carolina. They're probably going to be the new eye candy today of college football in regards to the Group of Five. Um, I think Northern Illinois, they fell today, so it's still up for grabs, man. It still could be up for grabs. Anything can happen on any given Saturday. We saw that today with the Memphis versus Navy matchup. A lot of people, including myself, felt as though Memphis had this in the bag, but you never know. You just never know. And Memphis, this Navy in the past has presented some difficult matchups for the Tigers. You know, so it is what it is at this point. You know, you gotta regroup, refocus, get back in the training room, get back in the film room. Next Saturday you got Middle Tennessee State. Hopefully he can come out on top with a victory. But it's a tough loss for Memphis, man. Tough loss for the program. Navy made a huge statement today. Army looks to be pretty good. Air Force is going to be coming in real soon. So this is going to be the life for the Tigers as long as they continue to stay in the AAC. You know, you're going to be playing against the Army, the Navy, and Air Force. You know what I'm saying? And all three of those teams pretty much run the same type of system. But from what I see in Navy, there's a passing element to that offense that makes them more intriguing. You know, so tough loss for the program. You know, really can't give them a excuse on why they lost, because it was there for the taking, and that's despite um, mistakes made in the game, bad calls. It was there for the taking at the end. You know, and I thought it was gonna head that way until the interception occurred. But Memphis falls today to Navy by a score of 56-44. Fall to 3-1 on the season. Next up for them is Middle Tennessee State next week, 6:30 kickoff at the Liberty Bowl. So looking forward to that matchup. Tigers got to regroup, got to get a win. They need to win big next week too, man. They just can't come into next week's game and have like a lackluster performance. You know, they have to win big next week. You know, but other than that, on the ground, Brandon Thomas had a huge game, 12 carries, 125. Mario Anderson, 17 carries, 117, three touchdowns. Brandon Thomas, he had one touchdown. Kobe Drake had 100 yards receiving. He performed. He did really good today. Rock Taylor was huge, 6 catches, 100 yards, one touchdown. Everybody pretty much got involved, man, today. You know, running backs had 100 yards. Multiple wide receivers had 100 yards receiving. Everybody got involved. Every impact player for this team, for this program, was involved today. It's just that they can close it out when it mattered. So it is what it is. All right, so that's y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. What are your thoughts on today's loss by Memphis? Do you think the playoff hopes are pretty much over? Also, check out SportsView360.com for latest content on Memphis Tigers football and basketball programs, and much more. Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out.